Alright, Jimmy, my bad, dude. I forgot to record from the start of the class. We were doing Jenga today. So, here are the directions for class. And we're on question 3 right now, but these are the questions we've already done. The ones that you can see are missing. We're practicing the magic diamond type problem, where we've got the sum and the product. Alright, Owen's team, how we doing, guys? You ready? Hey, I'm writing some stuff up here, but I've already asked their group like what they did, so I'm writing what they've done. So if you weren't quite sure about what to do, maybe look up here, because this is what that group did. Any questions from what I've put up here so far? Before we can add, we gotta make common denominators. So you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, not you guys, but Owen's team. You guys all ready? Okay. Elias, you want to give me the top or the bottom? You pick. Sure. What'd you get? Sorry, what? I just can't hear you.
30 over 15.
30 over 15 for the top. And the top is our multiplication, right? This is tricky. Hang on to your hands for a second. Major, can you give me the bottom?
13 over 15.
So I agree with what you guys got for the bottom. But your top is incorrect. So you're halfway there, and you're going to get to come to the tower, but we're going to have to take a couple points off. This is not correct. Now, my dude's back there. I saw those hands first. You got to talk me through how you did it. So hang on for a second, because I got to randomly pick which one of you, because hopefully your group already talked. Hopefully your group already talked. Josh. We said this isn't 30/15ths. Can you talk me through how to get what it is?
So, the equation to this question. So, as we multiply, we multiply across.
Are you using the fractions they gave us or the fractions we made? Yeah, because these are smaller. I think you guys might have used the fractions that we formed, which would be fine, but they're bigger. They're going to give us bigger numbers. So Josh said use these fractions. Josh, to multiply, do we need common denominators? No, so we don't need the blue fractions to multiply. How do we multiply fractions?
Across.
Top to top, bottom to bottom, right? So here's the thing, dudes. I would agree with your 15 in the denominator. Yeah. But your numerator, what's 1 times 2? So this should be 2 15ths. Questions there? Alright, so you guys come up first. You can either get, it's like Elias's team, send someone up. You can either get 5 or 7. We're going to take you 2 points down. So send someone up. You can either get 5 or 7 instead of 7 or 9. And then Josh, you can pick somebody from your team. Josh, you can pick somebody from your team to come up. You can get either 5 or 7. So instead of 7 or 9, 5 or 7. All right. And then back to Josh's team who just stole, but now it's your guys' question. Lakin, pick a number. 4. You hear that on the golf course? Duck. Guys, there's a problem. There's a problem exactly like this on the test. It's like the problem we had before. It wants us to identify what did they do. What did they do? What did they do? And like, what did they do? Right? Like, how did they go from step to step?
Wait, can there be 2 in 1?
Yeah, probably. So as long as it's the steal opportunity. We're going to gonna say that's a net wash of nothing. Because they stole the problem, but then they knocked over the tower. So we're just gonna let it go. You go solve. I'm gonna rebuild this. You go solve. You go solve.
Alright, what are we thinking over here?
Hey, are you done with this problem yet? So can you focus up on your math first, so I don't have to like contemplate in my head, should I get rid of the Jenga part of this?
Distributive or combining like terms. See what's happening there. Okay, good. Okay, so I think it's distributed. I like what I hear over here. Besides the skipping. Other than that, I like that first word I heard. Fuzzy. Okay, after we distribute, what's happening next? Associative.
And you could use the same thing multiple times. Like you could have the same justification multiple times. Yeah, I was about to say, we only have like 10 minutes of class left.
Yeah, that's, yeah, exactly.
Oh wait, no, it's just like, probably just doing the same home. It's like just doing like this is the wait. So number 2, how's that one? Or number 3.
Could use the same justification multiple times.
So it's distributive how you got from 1 to 2? I'm just double checking because it's written like at step 2, but we're doing like the arrows. So what I'm really wondering is, so associative, what is the associative property you let us do?
Oh, I see.
No, it's not. You can try again for which one was to move things around. It's written on your paper. So distributive is on the poster up there.
Guys, it's a little hard to read that it says the distributive property, but it's on the poster right there. When I taught it to you guys, I was standing right beneath it. It says kiss your parentheses goodbye. You can see that real easy. Above it, in small print, it says distributive property. All the way on the right. I pointed it out when I was teaching it to you. We have a whole page of notes that we took about the distributive property. Associative with the parentheses one. And commutative, what did commute mean? Commute. I commuted to get to work today. Move. Commute is move. So the commutative let us move things. Associative was our parentheses. Lakin, this is your guys' problem, right? Like you picked this?
So we're trying to figure out what's happening for each step. And it means these words: commutative, associative, distributive, and combining terms. And I think some of your groups already got some stuff done, so maybe they can help you with the ones that you missed while you were out.
You are ready? All right. Going from, you gotta listen up if you want a chance to steal. Going from our first step to our second, the blue arrow here. Elijah, what'd you guys say for that? From here to here. Like the first thing. Distributive property. Because they're saying, well, that 500 can break to multiply and distribute. Josh, what about the next one? What I have is a green arrow up here.
So it is distributed.
They're still distributing. Because they showed, well, they didn't show the arrows, but they're now doing 5 times 400, 5 times 10, 5 times. It's still distributive property. Jackson, what about the next one that I have a red arrow up here?
Combining like terms.
I mean, kind of. Like, that's not wrong. But, if I was saying it, I'd probably just say, like, simplify. Because remember, simplify means do the math. They are doing the math, right? They did the multiplication. Guys, it just says hint. That doesn't mean that's all of them. Simplify is always an option. Simplify is always an option. And then, Lakin, what about our purple arrow here? Yeah, you could say simplify. Or here, you could say combine like terms. You could say simplify. You could also say combine like terms. Because they are putting together like terms now. They put together a bunch of constants. Questions? All right, we got time for at least a couple more problems. Clayton, pick a number. 4 is gone, though. 7. Hey, Jackson, I need you to go take a walk to the drinking fountain and evaluate was that appropriate. Bye-bye. Take a break. Take a walk to the drinking fountain and think about was that appropriate to do during class.
126. Yes. So you're just simplifying 7. 4 minus 16.
Order of operations. Order of operations.
4 minus 16.
Now, I will say they forgot to show there are also parentheses up here. There are also parentheses right here. There are also parentheses up there if you'd like to draw.
Okay, so let's write that down. 12. And then bottom is -2 times. Oh yeah. Close. So when we multiply 2 negatives, we get a positive. So it would be positive 4.
Oh, shoes don't make them fast.
And then we can simplify it. So let's erase this negative. And then how many times is 4? So 12 divided by 2. Yes. How many times? So 4, -2, -2. So write that down. Okay, write it down. You got this. Good job.
This is your guys' question, right? So just let me know when you're ready. Oh, you're ready? Now, I don't want to just know what the answer is. I want to know how we got there. You guys ready to explain like what we did? All right, Reese, start us off. What'd you do first up here? -12. Hold up, I'm moving on to another person. Liam, what did you do next? Oh, -2 times -2, which is going to get you a what? 4. And then, Caroline, what did I do? Or what did you do? Yeah, you like did the math, right? Yeah, which is simplified, right? She said we simplified it. They did the math. Got -3. Any disagreement? Cause they're right. Now guys, in a fraction like this, they don't have to show parentheses in the top to say like, before you can do the division, you have to figure out what your top is, right? Before you can do the division. So like there are technically parentheses there, they don't have to show them, but that has to happen before you can divide. And last problem, probably. Elias, pick a number. 5. This one's going to take a bit. Pick another one, because we only have like 2 minutes. 14. Yeah, let's do this one. Do the math. 126C. 126C. 7 or 9. If it was a middle, it was a 7. If it's an outer, it's a 9. Middles are 7, outers are 9. You got like 1 minute, then we gotta take the answer. So make sure you talk with your team, Elias.
Make sure you guys are all talking to each other, okay? And everybody in there is like, here.
You are still learning your ABCs back. You didn't even have conscious back.
So make sure you guys are using PEMDAS. I fear that we did not do that part.
All right, because we're running out of time, let's pull it back. Like we've talked about, PEMDAS is kind of a lie. It's really only 4 steps. Parentheses always first, right? Exponents, multiply, divide, add, subtract. So, Major, do we have parentheses that need done up here? You said no?
I said yeah.
Okay, what needs done in the parentheses?
The 5 and the 2.
That is not in the parentheses.
No.
Hey guys, I'm just going to do this with you because we're out of time. Inside the parentheses, hey dude, what's funny about getting this wrong? Like, this is a risk-free zone, but like, I'm about to tell you how to do it right, and you disengage to laugh with Owen. Make a different choice, because that's a bad choice. In your parentheses, we have this. Inside, now these parentheses are there for the -9. But inside these parentheses, we have 2 and -9. What do you get when you do that? -7. This 5 out here is technically doing what? Because it's against the parentheses. It's multiplying. So now we will multiply, get -35 plus -25. Are they going to get along or fight each other? They're going to get along and become what? -60. Please keep that plan book safe. Clip it somewhere, like probably the front of your binder like we advised. That plan book needs to go with you and get used. Have a great day. Yeah, I think I'm just going to put in my sub-plans that I don't have an active seating chart, but that you're going to take some kids with you anyways, and then he can just move the kids. Just tomorrow.